Hello. It's a little after 9. I just got back from my mom's. I had to do some things for her. I had to go buy her some more ice packs. And still have to walk the dog again. All right. So I got some reading done with my audiobook, but I'm glad I have the hardcover book so that I can refer back and flag the pages, although these flags still stink. I need to go to Staples and get some good ones that actually stick to the pages. Why even bother making these if they don't work? It's a waste of paper. So anyway, a couple of things to point out quickly. He writes, best-selling author and motivational speaker Norman Vincent Peale, who back in my 20s, I remember someone gave me his book, and it was Positive Thinking Every Day. And it was just a little quote or saying or something every day. And I used to keep it in the bathroom on just on the toilet tank. And every morning I would just read whatever the page was for that day. And I ended up giving that to somebody who needed it, but it helped me so much. But anyway, and then obviously I fell out of it. That was probably my very first personal development book before I even knew what personal development books were. And that helped me so much. I just wish at the time I knew to stick with it. Anyway, best-selling author and motivational speaker Norman Vincent Peale has written volumes on the importance of attitude. Formulate and stamp indelibly on your mind a mental picture of yourself as succeeding. Hold this picture tenaciously. Never permit it to fade. Your mind will seek to develop the picture. Do not build up obstacles in your imagination. Before you head off on your commute each morning, find a quiet place and retreat to it. Put away the phone and close out the present world. 15 minutes each morning will change the outcome of your entire day. Excuse me. Close your eyes and imagine the world you want. What do you aspire to do? Visualize living that life. Visualize every detail and engage all of your senses. Hear the waves crashing outside the beach house you want to own. Smell the salty air. Oh. The more you focus on being in the world you want to create for yourself, the more powerful the results. As Auntie Revenoso discovered by studying subjects while in the dream state of sleep, your subconscious cannot emotionally distinguish between what is real and what you feel is real. Starting each day with a positive mindset is the most important step in your journey to discovering opportunity. So true. So I've totally been visualizing lately. I am definitely not living in my dream state. I just can't leave the state because I have kids with my ex, so I can't leave Massachusetts. But I love the ocean. When we were married, we were supposed to move to the West Coast and live on the ocean. Now I'm in this New England house with dark walls and little windows, and I tell my kids, I'm like, when you guys are all done with college or just off to college, I'm heading south, and I'm gonna be on some Miami Beach with my little condo with floor-to-ceiling windows and just all one level, open floor plan, and I could see the ocean. I could sit on my deck and I could just smell the ocean all the time. I can see it. I can see it. My kids will be older. I won't have pets anymore. And I've made so many breakfasts, lunches, dinners, and snacks for myself and the kids and feeding the pets that I don't ever want to make food ever again. I'm just going to live there and I'm going to eat out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. That's my dream. And my house is going to be so clean. I won't have socks all over the floors and dog hair and cat hair everywhere. It's going to be so clean, neat. I can't wait. And it's fine if it gets messy, when my kids come to visit or when they have kids and I have grandkids in the house. That's a different story. But on the daily, when it's just me, nice and clean, and the ocean. So I picture it every day. And so much, it should motivate me. And even when I go to beaches around here, I love the ocean. I love the ocean. I love it. I want to live by the ocean. But even if I go to an ocean around here, and I love palm trees too, and I love heat, it's not the same. The cities I have to drive through to even get to some of the beaches, or I don't think I want to live around here. And I know I'd be torn leaving my family, but I don't even know where my kids are going to end up. So, I have a cousin and his fiance that moved to Alabama. My other cousin and her fiance moved to Texas. So, maybe my kids will be all over the place too. My son wants to be in Virginia. I don't know where my daughter wants to be. She says she just wants to travel. So we'll just be traveling family, hooking up for Christmas, some resort. That's totally fine with me too. Anyway, so good point. Visualize it. Very good point. And just, I have to just keep that in my head. However, stop saying, here's another, and this is the last paragraph, 2 paragraphs of this chapter. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Best-selling time management author Alan Lakein cleverly wrote. The author of How to Get Control of Your Time and Your Life adds, planning is bringing the future into the present so that you can do something about it now. If you've been responding to these prompts, you now have your disruptors map. So I need to be doing some more stuff. Committing your aspirations, priorities, resources, and deadlines to paper gives you a personal business plan to measure your progress against. The difference between successful and unsuccessful people is that successful ones know that the most unprofitable thing ever manufactured is an excuse. I totally have them. And then he also ends up talking about work-life balance, which, my scale is tipped like this. Anyway, and I just took off the shelf. The Better Life Journal. And this was, I'm sorry, I cannot think of his name right off the bat. Dean Graziosi. So I bought this a while ago and I haven't used it. I think I bought it maybe a year ago. So I think maybe I need to start using it because tomorrow is June 22nd, 2021. It will be my 1-year anniversary at my non-dream job that I'm working. And I told myself, so I started writing an ebook. Well, I've been recording a lot of my thoughts anyway. And after listening to Natalie Hodson, who is awesome, I narrowed down my niche and what I was going to do, and I got started on it, and then nothing. So my first thing, I do have a lot of ideas, and a few book ideas, but I narrowed it down. This is what I'm going to do. this is what I'm going to do. And then I ended up with some accountability partner in Australia, and we're like, oh, let's go, let's do this. And then I'm not a huge fan of having accountability partners for certain things, because then I feel a lot of pressure. But anyway, she went on vacation, and I just stopped doing stuff. And it wasn't even because of her. I don't know why. And that's the problem with me. I just stop. I get so gung-ho and I stop. But then this morning when I was walking the dog, I didn't get my book done. I was supposed to told myself I was going to publish on Amazon by tomorrow. And had I been maybe tracking what I needed to do, and like on a daily basis, if I need to have my book published, what do I need to do each month, each day, and commit to doing it and write it down and do it. But I don't. And that's really bad. I know I'm not alone out there, but I'm just going to continue on this cycle, and I'm going to wake up tomorrow and the same thing. I'll be like, oh, I don't want to go there. But yeah, I'm not going to get my beach house, my beach condo, and unless I do all of this, right? So I need to. But yes, so that the difference between successful and unsuccessful people is that successful ones know that the most unprofitable thing ever manufactured is an excuse. Repeat that to yourself over and over again too, because that just hit the nail on the head. Excuses. There's no reason why I couldn't spend 20 minutes a day editing my book. Excuses. And I know I'm tired, and I have every right to be tired, but it's still an excuse. I need to get up and get stuff done. So we will see. Let's see how long I'm going to procrastinate before I really start getting stuff done. And that's it. So have a good night and get on the ball. Let's do this. Anyway, I'm going to try to do it. I have to not say try. I'm going to do it, right? Alrighty. Nighty night. Bye.